Finding your passion and living your purpose. Welcome, it's Rob here, and I wanted to shoot this video just based on this common theme that is showing up, which is people who are trying to find their passion and live their purpose, but then getting frustrated and confused as to why they can't seem to figure that out. Another common theme that is appearing is the same people are also looking for it in videos. They're looking for it in books. They're looking for it in emails and blog posts. And they're simply not finding it, and it's confusing and frustrating them. Which also leads to more rumination, which is, well, what if I don't make the right decision? What if this isn't the right journey for me to take? What if I go down this path and I find out that it's not the path that that I wanted to take? Well, that's cool as well, okay? And the reason why I say that is your passion and purpose isn't going to come from a video. It's not going to come from an email. It's not going to come from a blog post. And it's certainly not going to come from a video. Sure, these things that I do, I get messages from people saying that it's helped them, and move in the right direction, and it's shifted their thinking. But that passion and purpose is always going to come from you, from within you. So from my own personal experience, one of the first things for me was just to move. It was to get away from what I didn't want to experience anymore, which was the job that I was within. I didn't want to experience that anymore. It wasn't bringing joy into my life. So therefore, what happened was I moved into the health and fitness industry. And I got my level 2, then my level 3, then I opened my own business. At the time, I didn't have a clue about business. I didn't have a clue how to run one. I didn't have a clue how to lead people. I didn't have a clue. I just moved into this business because I wanted to get away from what I didn't want to experience. And the business exploded. And I was passionate about it. It was something that, one of the things that I love is to help other people. And one of the other things that I loved at the time was I was always in and out of gyms from the age of 14. And I loved helping people in the gym. So I moved in that direction, but then the whole thing shifted again. I think it was 2.5 years, 3 years into the business, things changed for me again. And it was no longer my passion. It was no longer my purpose. It shifted, and I had to make peace with that. All right, because that journey that I took was no longer the journey that I still wanted to continue to take. And ice cream. So that was the whole purpose of me moving in that direction, was to get away from what I didn't want. It was just to move. And then it shifted into coaching, and this is something that I love again. Maybe it will change again, but it's been okay and making peace with that and being adaptable to what you want. It doesn't mean that you have to stick. Sure, when I had 4-Day Fitness and boot camps, and this is something that I'm excited about, is to bring it back, that passion and that purpose for that part, because I truly believe that movement is an essential part of your well-being. And that's something that I'm going to be doing with 4-Day Fitness and boot camps, is to be helping people to get them moving again and alleviate depression and help with their well-being, because I know that it's worked before. But again, it's going to change. And when I shut that business down, there was a lot of me tied up in it. There was a lot of, failure stories attached to it. What are people going to think? Are people going to think that I've failed? Are people going to think, what are they going to think of me? And there was a lot of that going on for me, which caused, a lot of anxiety as well. But at the same time, it's making peace with what is and being adaptable to change. Because you may take a journey and then there's going to be a fork in the road. And you can either go left or you can go right. But you have a decision to make, whether you want to stay where you are or whether you want to move. And it doesn't always have to be right. It's got to be, it must feel right now. But don't think that, the heaven and the stars are all going to align and say, this is your passion and this is your purpose, because it won't happen. I can guarantee From my own experience, that didn't happen. It came through exploring. It came through different questioning, and that then opened me up to a whole new spectrum. So if you're waiting for the heaven and the stars to align, then you're probably going to be waiting a very long time. But if something that you're doing right now isn't bringing you joy, if you're not experiencing what you want to experience, then the simple thing is to move. Move with what feels right for you right now. May not be right 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the line. But be okay with that, make peace with that, and be adaptable for change. Hope that this video has brought you some clarity, and I'm going to go and catch the ice cream van. Peace out. Bye-bye.